Hello, welcome to Quarantine Home Cooking with Ramon and me, Gertie. Today we're doing our first episode. We're going to be making chicken flautas.
Flautas de pollo. Bienvenidos.
For chicken flautas, the ingredients that you're going to need are, we'll need chicken.
Pollo.
We'll need an onion.
Una cebolla.
Some tomatoes.
Tomates sabrosos.
A garlic.
El garlic.
Some jalapeno peppers.
Jalapeños.
Add a little bit of lime.
Limón verde.
We'll use some tortillas.
Unas tortillas de maíz o de harina.
And some oil that I don't
Aceite.
have out right now.
Y aceite que ella no tiene aquí ahorita, pero sí va a tener.
I'll show you.
¡Uy!
Oil.
Aceite.
Step one, we're going to boil some water, 2 pots of water, one for your chicken
El pollo.
and one, you're going to take your tomatoes and your jalapeno. You're going to wash them off in the sink a little to get them, you know, nice and clean. Don't know who's been touching it. They've got the Rona and you don't want to catch that. So we're going to put this in our boiling. Woo! A little mishap in the old kitchen, eh? No biggie, nobody got hurt. We're going to put our tomatoes and you can put a couple in there, depending on how many people you're feeding.
Dos tomates.
We're going to put 3 and 2 jalapenos.
3 tomates y 2 jalapeños en la agua y vinagre.
Bloopers. It's a big guy. Oh my gosh. Hello, I'm going to teach you all a little bit about how to cut an avocado the proper way, where you're not having too much of a fuss with it. Hello, Chef Ramon. Okay.
Hola.
You're going to take your avocado, and I like to cut along like a line, so poke it a little, and just follow it down. This one's a little on the harder side, eh?
Gracias.
And it made a cut all the way around, and you're going to put your knife down because you're not going to want to cut yourself. Use the knife a little bit. This one's a little on the harder side, eh? So you're going to cut it and rip it apart. How beautiful. Am I right? Beautiful. Anyway, I don't know about that little pot spot, but anyway. Then you're going to take your knife. You're going to do you know a better way?
Sí.
Okay, then you show.
Con un cuchillo más grande que eso. With a knife that is bigger than that one.
I don't have a knife that's bigger than that one. I'm working with what I've got here. This is really stuck. Well, normally you would take a knife and you would chop at it. Chop. Twist a little. Oh, twist a little. And voila, it comes right off. So then you're going to take your avocado and you're going to cut little boxes in there. Just be careful you don't want to cut yourself, because you poke a little too much and then you're going to poke right through. Like I just did. This one's too hard. That way it makes it a little more easier to scoop it out with a spoon. Meanwhile, our chicken is boiling nicely in the pot of boiling water. Take your spoon. Just this one's too hard. I don't have the muscle strength. As you see, I'm just spooning it out. After you've done cutting your avocado, it should look a little something like this. And you're going to take that, and if you like it nice and whipped up, you can put it in like a whipper machine or a smoothie machine or a food processor, as they call them. And you're going to mash it up, or you could just, you know, if you don't have any of those things, just take like a something to smush it up in. But luckily we have that kind of stuff, and so we're going to smash it up in a second. Meanwhile, we're going to take a check on our chicken. Chickens look a little good. We're going to cook this all the way through so it's nice and, you know, you can eat it. But we're not going to eat it right now. Also, our tomatoes and our jalapenos need to be nice and soft so that they can get nice and smushy. Tomatoes, tomato, whatever you want to call them. Chef Ramon, thank you for that.
Tomates.
And right now the tomatoes look a little softy, but jalapeno peppers are a little on the stiff side, as they say. Yes, stiff. So we're going to take a look at our chicken, make sure it's nice and done. And I don't really know how to cook chicken very well. I've always been a little iffy about it. So we're going to cut into it and see if it's nice and not raw, as they say. Does it look raw? No, it looks good, right?
Se ve bien.
It looks good. Thank you. So what you're going to do with your chicken then is you're going to drain it. Ooh. You're going to drain it so that you can get all the water out. You're going to set it aside so that, you know, it gets nice and cool, because you're going to shred it up after that. So let's take it off the bobby. Let's drain you out. Need a nice strainer. Don't know what they say over there across the pond, but a strainer here in America.
En inglés es un colander.
Hot. Hot, hot, hot. Hot, 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 hot. There, hold on. Oh, that got me. We're gonna make sure your sink is nice and clean so you can do all this without having to touch things. Hot, hot. I like to put it in a little bit of colder water so it speeds up the process of, you know, getting your stuff done. Now I'll take that same pot that I had the boiling hot water in, and I'll put a little bit of cold water so, you know, the chicken can get nice and chill. Now, well, you're going to set that aside so that that can get nice and cool, because we're going to shred it like I said. We'll stick you right here. In the meantime, we're gonna check on our tomatoes again to see. Oh, very soft, not so stiff. Oh, very good, very good. We're gonna put you over a little. All right, all right. Now we're going to check, we just did the avocado and we've cut up our tomato and our onions so that we can mix this in with our guacamole. And I've got some secret ingredients to make it taste superb. All right. Take 12, 13 I mean. We skipped 12. Now that we've got our chicken cooling in the colder water, we're going to take our tomato and our jalapeno and we're going to mix it up with some special seasoning. We've got Lawry's salt. We've got garlic because the garlic that we bought was a little immature. Some pepper. And my favourite, you can't cook any Mexican dish without Sazon Goya. So we're going to take that and we're going to mix it up. Voila. I'm going to put a little bit of salt. Not a lot because I like to put a lot of salt in my meat. Some garlic. Some pepper. Maybe 2 packets of the old Goya. And then Ramon here is going to demonstrate how this contraption works. It's going to get a little loud, so just bear with us, eh? So now we're going to take our chicken that's been shredded, like this, and you're going to get a little bit of oil and put it in a pan, heat it up a little bit. I forgot about the oil a little bit, so you're going to hear a little sizzling. Don't get too alarmed. You're going to mix this up, cook it up a little bit. And when you're done cooking this up a little bit, you're going to add your tomato mixture, the tomato, the jalapeno, etc., etc. You're going to add this to the chicken once it's done. I like to season the chicken here a little more, you know, so the chicken has its own flavor. So a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt. A little bit, because I've been told I have a heavy salt hand. That's not a lot when you mix it up. You're going to mix it up. Thank you very much, eh? I like a little more thick than that, but we'll just roll with it, eh? Alright, then you're going to add your... Mix that up so it makes a nice little, you know, mixture. And we're going to put that on a little bit on low so it makes it nice, cooks it nice and thoroughly, even though the chicken's already a little cooked. But you know, get it all marinated in. When you're done with that, you're going to take this and put it in another bowl of some sort, because you're going to fill this up with some oil, and you're going to heat this up, and I'll show you what we're going to do next with it. But in the meantime, let this cook a little bit, not long, just maybe a couple minutes. Now that we've got our chicken and it's nice and cooked in the tomato sauce that we've made, we've taken some tortillas, heated them up on the microwave a little bit so they're nice and soft. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our chicken mixture, and we're going to put, oh, I mean a little, oopsie. You're going to take your chicken mixture, take your tortilla, put a little chicken in your tortilla. You're going to roll him up like a joint, for those of you that smoke. You're going to wait for your oil to get nice and hot in this pot over here, and you're going to take your tortilla chicken, stick them in there. Hold it for a second, because you want to make sure that the oil gets the tortilla sticking. And you're going to let him fry up a little bit. Try not to get burned by the oil, it's pretty hot. And you're going to repeat that until you've had your desired amount of chicken cooked. In the meantime, Chef Ramon here is going to show you our avocado mix that we've made, the final product.
El gente se llama en este guacamole. No es avocado mix. Es muy sabroso, pero no pone mucha sal.
And when you make your avocado, your guacamole, excuse me, mix, you're going to take your avocado, smush it up a little, add a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper,
Un poquito.
Squeeze a couple limes in there, depending on how limey you like it. Ow. And then you're going to, I like to add a little garlic to it, makes it nice and garlicky. And then when you're done, it turns into this beautiful mess. And it's muy delicioso. And then when you're done, you can take whatever toppings you like for your flautas. And let me show you what your flauta is going to look like when you're done. You can top it off with some sour cream, some crumbly cheese we like to call queso fresco. You can have some beans, some rice, and whatever else you like for your sides. But us today are just going to do some flautas, some sour cream, some cheese, and our guacamole. And I hope you enjoy the cooking show, our Quarantine Home Cooking Episode 1. And when we're done, I'll show you a beautiful picture of our dinner, fully cooked. Alright, now once you're done, you're going to have your flautas, your guacamole, your sides like your lemon, your lime, some queso, some chips, Lord's chips, if you care for the sour cream, and your dinner should wait a little bit before it cools off a little. And then this is our dinner, chicken flautas. How would you like to describe the meat, the dinner, I mean?
Delicioso.
Mwah. From our kitchen to yours, thank you for tuning in.